think it gets better than this. I'm Holly, that's Ray, and this is our home, Sabado. Subscribe to tag along on the adventure. Good morning, it is moving day. We just pulled up anchor in No Name Harbor and it is flat calm, not a breath of wind. So since we're not going to be putting the sails up anytime soon, I am just working on some breakfast.
Hey, look what you got going on there.
That's right. We're actually heading up to Cape Canaveral right now, which is where we spent all of last hurricane season, but don't worry, we're not staying this year. We're just going to pop in and get some fuel, and we also have a couple packages waiting for us at the marina, so we're going to grab those and then continue our journey north. This water is beautiful!
It really is, isn't it? He might be a little one.
He's a little guy.
Yeah, I kind of feel we need to let this guy grow up.
Yeah.
So here, come hold this.
Okay. Looks like sailing weather to me. Seven and a half knots and 8 knots of wind. Not bad, not bad. You know, I think there's something really special about being able to move your entire house to a new place. Like, you don't have to worry about what you're gonna pack, about booking a flight, sitting on an uncomfortable airplane for hours. You don't have to worry about where you're gonna sleep when you get there, about being on time to your bus or your train or whatever. Like, is there a better way to travel? I don't think so. I don't think it gets better than this. We are so lucky. I'm about to start my first night watch shift, and I'm hoping that lightning stays over there. We've got the main up and jib out right now. The wind died a couple hours ago, so we're currently motoring, but it looks like it's going to be a gorgeous morning, and we should be pulling into Cape Canaveral in a couple hours. by jellyfish? I've never seen this many at once. I think we've gone by hundreds in the last hour. So weird. This looks familiar. Looks like we've got a line of lagoons at the fuel dock here.
Gas and diesel or just diesel? Just diesel. Okay.
Hi there. Oh, who took a chunk out of your tail? Poor thing. All right, you guys, this is what our helm seat looks like after an overnight passage. I think it's from our life jackets rubbing up against it. I don't know. Okay, it looks like it's coming right off with just a little bit of soapy water, so that's good. It's definitely not perfect, but it's an improvement.
Thank you, sir.
How many gallons are you thinking?
I think it's going to be 50 each tank.
Okay.
We're gonna, yeah. What are we at, baby?
We are at half a tank.
All right.
That's what I like to see. All right, we are all fueled up. I think there's supposed to be a SpaceX launch in a minute, so we're gonna hang here and watch that before we get going. There she goes. And we're off.
Aircraft carrier, military ship, Coast Guard.
How fast?
3. Yeah, we can put the big sail out if we want to.
You're good.
All right, let's get this one out. Quick before the autopilot. Okay, hold up.
Holding.
You bring the halyard up a bit. So we are headed to St. Augustine. We just left a couple hours ago, or hour and a half or so. We left Canaveral. Got a little bit of wind, so we're sailing with the Jenniker. See, we got 7 knots and 10 knots of wind. Had a little issue with our main halyard. I bought this down in the islands, down the Caribbean. Asked the rigger down there to install some high quality Dyneema cord line. And it just slipped in our clutch, so we can't have our main all the way up. We have to do it on the first reef, sail on the first reef. And a little investigation, cutting into the line and checking it out. It is not Dyneema. So I got bamboozled.
Got suckered.
Not the first time, won't be the last time. So, I don't know. It happens.
We're still going 7 knots.
Yeah, we would be going 9 knots though if we had the full main up.
Why you gotta bring that up?
That's okay. We're gonna get in too early anyway, so we'll slow down when it gets night. So, yeah.
No way, Cole, moron. Slow the fuck down.
You tell him! So the sun is setting, which is right about the time that I get a little sweet tooth. So I'm just making a little bowl of ice cream. And I keep seeing this girl on social media put olive oil on top of her vanilla ice cream. So I'm gonna try it. I'm not really sure how much to do. I'm just gonna start with like a spoonful. Now she also puts like salt and cracked black pepper on hers, and I'm not so sure about that. So instead I'm just gonna put some salted pistachios on mine. The moment of truth, did I just ruin my dessert? Okay, I get it. I got it. Yeah, I'll eat that.
Ryan, so Scott.
Alright, we have arrived in St. Augustine. We just picked up a mooring ball across from the National Monument. This is not our first time here, so we will be skipping the monument this time around and heading straight for a different historical site here in St. Augustine. St. George Tavern is known as the oldest pub in the oldest city in America. And that is where we'll be spending our afternoon.